Good afternoon. I am a few minutes late. I told you guys I was going to get on here at 1:30 and I'm a few minutes late. I was writing down my notes, getting everything all prepped, but here we are. It is, Friday, February 12th. And welcome to the Madtown Minute. I'm Erica Despain. I am the editor of All Things Madison, and what I like to do every either Thursday or Friday is get on here live so things are not edited. I don't go back and film the same story over and over again to get it perfect. No, it's just me being raw, sharing all about the stories that I covered this week, what's on tap for next week. Dana says, come see me today at Lemon and Lavender. I need to come in there. So Lemon and Lavender is a store in downtown that just opened up last week. So yes, I need to go in there and check it all out. I hope that the first week there has gone well. And so this is where I get on and just kind of authentically, in an unedited way, share all kinds of thoughts about just kind of what's been going on around town, what I'm working on, and that sort of thing. So I do have a handful of things to chat about today, so let's go ahead and jump right in. There were 3 articles on the website this week. The first one was about HOTWORX and the nitty-gritty of my experience there. I've talked about HOTWORX quite a bit, but if you do join, you can tell them that you heard about it from All Things Madison. You get your entire first month free, so not a bad gig. And after that, I think it's like $54 a month, so super affordable. Then let's see, on Tuesday, I shared an article about the Chamber of Commerce and how they are going to be putting on the color run. So that is going to be happening in March. This is the 3rd attempt at doing the color run because they wanted to do it last spring, obviously got canceled. Then they had it planned for August when things, I think everyone was hopeful that it wasn't going to go all the way to August. In hindsight, it's like, whew, we're at this a year now. That was just my dog that sneezed, if you heard him. Again, not edited. So this is the 3rd time they are trying to do the color run, and they have worked really hard. They've had all the details ironed out forever. So it's going to be a very family-friendly event. Strollers are welcome, pets are not. There's going to be a little health expo where there's going to be all kinds of vendors and games and, food. It's just going to be a fun time. So everybody cross your fingers for a pretty day for them. I think it's going to be a fantastic event. I had a handful of my Huntsville friends share the article because they're excited because I don't think Huntsville has a color run. So a lot of people from Huntsville will hopefully come out to the color run. If you've never done a color run before, one of the fun parts about that race is obviously you have a t-shirt they give you and then you get it all decorated with, your colorful powder. So I think you can only get a t-shirt if you sign up by mid-March. So go ahead, sign up for that. They do have group rates. So I think if you're an individual, it's $20, but a family of 4, it's $60. So the price drops down to $15 a person and so on. There's also an incentive for the most number of people that are associated with a certain school. So if your child or your grandchild or just a kiddo on your street that you love goes to a certain school, you can put that in that you're associated with that school. And the school with the most amount of representation will get a cash prize. So pretty sweet way to support your schools. Finally, this morning, I put up an article about all kinds of things you can do here in Madison for Valentine's Day weekend. Some people like the traditional Valentine's Day dinner. Some people like to do a brunch. Some people just want to spend time with their significant other. Some people like to make a whole family event. So there's something for everybody on there. I tried to think through all kinds of scenarios of what people's personalities might like for Valentine's Day and what they don't have to go far to do, especially because it looks like the weather is going to stink this weekend. So if you need some stuff to do, you don't want to go far, check out that article. All kinds of specials going on, and you support local Madison businesses and residents in the process. Let's see. Okay. This morning, I touched base with someone at MidCity District. So that's like where the camp is and Topgolf and all of that, which is outside of Madison. It's in Huntsville, but very close to Madison. So you guys know generally I don't talk about anything outside of Madison. However, they have a Mardi Gras event going on tomorrow. I don't know of any Mardi Gras things going on in Madison. So if you live in Madison and you want to do Mardi Gras stuff, the camp is a really good option. She gave me a code for 4 tickets. The tickets right now are $40 a piece plus a fee to buy them online. And I'm giving away 4 of them, so you should enter that. It's from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. tomorrow. There's gonna be all kinds of concerts and food and drinks and the whole 9 yards. So definitely go enter that. I think there may be like 3 people that have entered so far because it's super speedy. I put it up an hour ago and I'm going to announce the winner at 8 p.m. So your odds of winning are good. If that sounds like fun to you, it is kid friendly, so kids are allowed to come and they don't count as one of the tickets. So if you're a family of 4 with 2 kids under 12, you could take a couple friends with you. So that sounds great to me. So go ahead and enter that or share with someone who you know might like that. And thank you to MidCity for offering those tickets. Let's see. So we've got a lot of cool stuff coming up in March. I have been busy in my email and in my inbox or my DMs and all of that because I just think things are starting to come back to life. And it makes me excited. I know we haven't really missed a beat around here. You know, businesses have needed to continue to push forward. So I've continued to share what's going on, but things are ramping up. I know my mom works in the medical field and she was telling me a couple days ago that the numbers have plummeted in this area, that the number of people on vents is like 75% what it used to be or was a month ago. Now I that's just for my mom. I don't know for sure what the numbers are, but I don't know if business owners are seeing that and things are like, okay, we're about to get a green light as a vaccine is rolling out and let's have a great spring and a great summer. And that is why I've been busy talking with people because there's a lot going on. So we're going to have some spotlights on Madison Golf Center. I even have a glamping, glamour plus camping, glamping, get it? Not my term. It's becoming a popular term right now. I even have a glamping article and glamping business that I'm going to be bringing to you in March that I'm so excited about because the more research I did into who they are and what they offer, I was 100% on board. So super excited about that. So yes, keep an eye out because I'm going to try and bring you as much cool stuff as I can as our city starts coming back to life. I'm also in the process of putting together a great big article about Pension Row. So Pension Row is a historic city in Madison. I've actually doing an article about Pension Row was one of the very first articles a year ago that I put down on my list of articles I wanted to write. It's a historic street in our community. And because it's Black History Month, I thought, you know what, I haven't written this article yet. I've had a hard time actually digging up some sources and I'm still having a hard time, but I think I've gathered enough where I'm going to share all about what I can find with you about this historic street in our community and what it used to look like back in the day and kind of what's happening with it now and that sort of thing. So if that's of interest to you, I'm excited to share a little bit about our Black community's history here in Madison and what that street used to look like. And sometimes I drive down that street and I just think, man, if you could just go back in time, what would it look like over there? Just cool to think of just how, as areas progress, what used to be here and how lively it used to be. So I'm excited to bring you all about Pension Row next week. Yeah, I think that's about it. It's funny, when I first started doing the Madtown Minute back in July or August, I used to always end it with a segment called Away From Here, where we talked about things that were outside of Madison. And after a couple months, there wasn't really anything to talk about because we weren't going anywhere. Y'all weren't going anywhere. There was nothing going on. But this week, I can say that we went down to Orlando. My parents have a timeshare down there, and so they very, very generously offered it to my sister and I, my niece and nephew, and my kids. My husband stayed back home for work and grad school and all that fun stuff. And we didn't do the Disney thing or Universal Park thing. We just soaked up the Florida sunshine, and it felt amazing. And I think I wrote a quick post about this a few days ago, but I think something I love about living in North Alabama is that we are within a day's drive of so many amazing places, including Orlando, Disney World. It's incredible. We usually leave around 5 a.m. If they're on Eastern time. If you don't stop, it's like a 9-hour and 20-minute drive. I mean, it's really not bad. I know that's kind of a relative distance. Some people are like, whew, too long. Other people are like, oh yeah, hop, skip, and a jump. That's kind of how we feel. We love that we don't have to break the bank on airline tickets, that we can just get in the car and go, and it's within a day's drive, and we're not pushing it too much, and it's great. So I've talked a lot about the beach. You can go over the Carolinas, you can go up to Tennessee, all over Tennessee. You could even make it to Dallas in less than 12 hours. So we just are within a day's trip of so many awesome places, and that is just one of a million zillion things I love about living here. So that is about all I have for you today. I always like to be respectful of your time. I know that you're probably watching this while you're driving or doing chores or something. That is your update about what is going on around town. And that's about all I have for you. So I hope you have a fantastic Valentine's Day weekend. Stay safe on the roads. It does look like things could get a little icy on Sunday, maybe Monday. So just be weather aware and enjoy your festive little weekend. I will see you guys back on the website on Monday. Have a great weekend.